Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. So today what we're doing is taking another look at the Magsafe battery packs. So these are the replica battery packs that you get from AliExpress and similar sort of places. eBay, you could probably find them on Vova, DHgate, all of those kind of Wish, all of the sort of Chinese wholesale kind of sites. And I did already do a video on one of these a few months back, and basically it was pretty bad in that particular video because the unit that I got was faulty. I did mention in that video that the seller has actually sent out a replacement, and this is the replacement that was sent out to me. So what we'll do is, firstly we'll just quickly do the unboxing again. Everything is exactly the same, so you get the actual battery itself, and then you get a little bit of paperwork, and that's about it. So the difference with the genuine one is it comes in a sort of paper protector rather than having plastic. It comes with a paper pamphlet like this with a little notch, so you can actually get everything out easily. A little bit more paperwork, still no Apple stickers or anything like that. Firstly, what we'll do is we'll just take a quick look at both of those. So that's this is the genuine one, this is the replica. You'll be able to tell that on the inside because the genuine one is a lot more subdued, whereas the replica, everything about the looks of this replacement one looks exactly the same. The only difference being that this one in theory should actually operate correctly, so it should operate in the way that they've sort of set it up to do. Right, so firstly what I'll do is I'll start a screen recording on my iPhone. What I'm going to do is I'll show you what the genuine battery does once it's installed, and then we'll take a look at what the replica does. So firstly, connecting it on, it goes on nice and easily. As you can see, the battery icon comes up straight away on the actual dash itself, on the sort of home bar, the battery widget that is. And at the moment, obviously this one I fully charged it before putting it away, so it's literally just dropped down to 99% now. So as you can see, battery integration is there. You can see that it's charging, and if I come into low power mode, you can see there's another little toggle there saying charge past 90%. The reason for that is ordinarily this trickle charges, so it's not fully maxing out all of its power. It's basically trickle charging, and it's just maintaining that iPhone's battery. So we'll take that one off, pop that to a side, and now it is the turn of the replica battery. So pop that on once again, and unlike the previous time when my previous video, this time as you can see the battery percentage does show up. Now straight away, as you can see, 65% on the actual battery percentage just there. Now this battery was actually fully charged to 100%. In fact, it's just disappeared again. Let me just make sure I've not upset that. Yeah, there we go. So it's back on 66%. So both of these batteries were fully charged before I actually packed them away when the replacement actually arrived. I've actually had it for a few weeks, but because of me catching COVID, I've not been able to make any videos. So I've had this on the back burner for quite a while. I did do a little bit of testing, and this is pretty much similar to what I was getting back then. Obviously, the thing that I've noticed straight away is the fact that this one's actually dropped down to 61%, whereas the genuine one maintained 99 to 100%. Coming into the battery icon, as you can see, there is no option to charge past 90%. So essentially what this is doing is it does have the widget integration, so that is now working, so you can actually see how much juice is left in that in the actual battery pack itself. However, what it's not doing is it's not actually trickle charging. So what this is going to do is this is just going to empty its guts essentially. It'll fully charge the phone, it'll use up everything that's within the actual battery pack itself, and then that's it, it's done. There is no sort of smart integration with regards to the actual battery itself. So yeah, I mean, when you look at them, I didn't actually notice this before, but the Apple logo is actually bigger on the genuine one, and it's slightly better centered compared to the replica. I was told that the seller that actually sent me this one, the one on the left, that they have once again changed things on these battery packs. So I'm not sure whether this one that he's sent out is like their 3rd gen or whether this is a 2nd gen version. But essentially what they're all going to do is they're going to give you MagSafe connectivity, so they will attach, and it will bring up the icon on the lock screen itself, so we'll show. And one thing that they've also corrected on this particular version is once on the lock screen, if I just connect that, you'll see the icon at the bottom should be white. On this particular version, in fact, it was actually showing as green again there. Let me just test it with the genuine one again. So looking at the genuine one, you can see just there, yeah, so the genuine one, when it shows the icon at the bottom, it only shows it as a white icon because it's managing how it's actually charging. Whereas with the replica, as soon as you pop it on, essentially what it's going to do is it's going to start to charge straight away. And that icon, yeah, occasionally it'll show in white, sometimes it'll actually show green straight away for charging. So there's still a little bit of a glitch there. What I've also found is when you actually turn the replica battery, it's a lot more sensitive to being not being in exactly the right position, and you do occasionally find that you get that vibration where it's either restarted or stopped charging. So it's close. They've got pretty much, I'd say 90% of the functionality down. So the biggest difference for me that I've noticed between the two is the fact that the genuine battery, the genuine Apple Magsafe battery will actually prolong your battery life essentially. What it's doing is it's smart, so it'll trickle charge. It'll only put in the juice when it needs to. So if you were to use this on throughout the day, then you'll get to the end of the day with a little bit more juice. Whereas with this one, what it'll essentially do is it'll just keep charging until it's empty the battery, and then once it's empty, that's it. So it may well sit on 100% and it's still basically charging the actual device. Yeah, it's got quite a lot of the functionality, but not quite all of it. So the genuine Apple battery is priced at £100 at the moment, and with this replica, these sell from anywhere from say £11 or £12, roughly around $15 up to I've seen them as high as £25. So anywhere between those sort of prices, that's where these are going to be listed at, and it's up to you essentially. Yeah, it does everything in terms of it does charge, it will heat up more. That's one thing that I did notice in the longer sort of test that I've run. This one does get a lot hotter even with the replacement one, because essentially what it's doing is it's wirelessly charging, but it's not stopping. So as we all know, wireless charging always generates heat, so it will get a little bit hotter. Yeah, so what it comes down to is, do you want to pay £100 for this, or roughly around a fifth of the price for the replica, but not get that smart integration of Apple basically managing everything for you and making sure that your battery life and battery health is prolonged for as long as possible. So yeah, that's it for this particular video. If you haven't already done so, please do subscribe and also hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload any new videos. I'd really appreciate if you also give this video a thumbs up as well. That'll help more people to actually see the video. And other than that, thanks very much for watching.